Baby, don't stop me.
All of a sudden there was this award show called the VH1 Fashion Awards. And it was about music and fashion and mixed both. And so they had supermodels. It was sort of like Rip the Runway, but like souped up, right? And I was like, man, the VH1 Fashion Awards. Don't nobody like music and fashion more than me. I don't know why they ain't send me no ticket. And I remember going to bed that night, and I woke up, I was depressed, and I woke up that next morning, I said, you know what? I'm going to the VH1 Fashion Awards. And I got up and I got in the shower and I put on my medium gray cashmere wool blend double-breasted peak lapel side vented 6-on-2 blue shirt foulard tie chocolate brown suede, you know, busting heads. And I remember saying, I'm going to the awards. At the time, I was a maitre d'. I had stopped working at Ralph Lauren. I was a maitre d' at a restaurant, and so the restaurant was actually not far from where the award show was. So I remember going down, and so I managed the front door. So so I remember walking in to my job, and everybody's like, "Whoa, Derek, why are you so dressed up?" Because it was my day off. I'm like, "Man, I'm going to the VH1 Fashion Award." And they're like, "Man, that is so cool. How'd you get a ticket?" I said, "Ain't nobody got no ticket." But I'm going to the VH1 Fashion Award. And sure enough, I remember going upstairs because it was, it was going to be about an hour before the show, so I was upstairs kind of, just letting the time pass by. And how many people know when you go to your job on like your day off and you don't really want nobody to know you there because then they're going to ask you to do something and you ain't really there? Can I get an amen? Amen. That's what I thought. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, I'm there, but, so the phone's ringing, right, for me upstairs. And I ain't answering the phone because I'm not really there. Like, I'm there, but I'm not there, right? So, wait 15 more minutes, and I'm coming downstairs. My whole staff is looking at me like this, like, and I'm like, what? And they're like, man, somebody from VH1 just came over here, some executives. They had some after-party tickets. They wanted to bring some of the executives over here right after the show, since it's right here. And can't none of us go, because we all here at work, so we wanted you to meet them and talk to them. I'm sure we could have smoothed your way into being able to get into the show, because you're the only one here. But they just left. And I'm like, man, I just missed an opportunity. But see, there are going to be a lot of opportunities you're going to have in life, and you're going to feel like that sometimes, like you missed them. But you cannot let that stop you. You can't. And I didn't. And I remember leaving and walking around the corner, and I walked up to a desk sort of like this, and there was this, a gentleman here, and so then this other gentleman walks up, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to be doing Sharon Stone's hair. So I'm looking at him like, okay, he ain't gonna have no problem getting to the VH1 Fashion Awards. And so then he was like, no, the award show actually isn't here. It's actually around the corner on 24th and Park Avenue South. And so dude had an English accent, so he was walking the wrong direction. So I was like, no, fam, you're going the wrong way. No, follow me. You just follow me. You're going the wrong way. So we walked on up to what I thought the credentials desk. Again, I don't know no credentials desk is. I'm from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? What is a credential anyway? You feel me? So we walk up, and so there's a lady there, and so he said who he was, and so he got his credentials. And so then she looked at me. She said, okay, now are you here with him? But for the life of me, I couldn't lie. I buttoned up my jacket. I said, no, I am not with him, but I'm here for my credentials. And she looked at me up and down. She reached over and she grabbed a credential and put it out. I took it quickly. And I walked around the corner, y'all, and it was the first time I had ever seen a red carpet. It was a red carpet. And I was just like, wow. There's a red carpet, and it's like, but I'm still nervous. I got the credential, but I don't know what the credential's going to help me do, right? I'm still nervous. I got it, but what does this really mean, right? So I saw Russell Simmons coming, and So I started to just, I didn't know Russell at the time, but I know his company. So, I just kind of like walked with Russell and just kind of, ain't nobody gonna stop Russell or nobody he with. So I walked on by and then I walked in, y'all, and it was like a dream. I mean, it was Donatella Versace, Tom Ford, Donna Carey. I mean, you name them. They were all there. Folks is Ralph Lauren in the flesh. I see them, right, from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, I'm here now. I might as well get a good seat. I'm in here. And so I went and took a seat in the 5th row and sat down. There's 3 seats, and I sat down. And I ain't sit down nervous. You sit down. If I would have walked in like, and I talk a lot in this book about body language. See, that's important. See, I walked in and how you doing? Good to see you. I belong here. And I sat down, and sure enough, it was like 5 minutes of a live show, 2 minutes. The next thing you know, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the VH1 Fashion Awards. And man, I broke one of the cardinal rules in my book. I jumped on my cell phone, called my mama, turn on the TV. I am 5th round at the VH1 Fashion Awards. But there's several points to learn from this story. The first thing I did is I woke up and set a very clear goal. And that's one of the things that we have to make sure we're doing. Every day, you need to be saying to yourself, okay, what is my goal today? Second thing I did is I showed integrity. I could have lied when the lady said, are you with him? I could have got caught in the lie too. See, when you know who you are and whose you are, then you know that is sufficient. That's right. And you don't have to worry, and you know you walk in authority. The third thing I did is I aligned myself with somebody who was going the same direction that I wanted to go. Okay? This is where a lot of us mess up. In here right now. People that you spend a lot of time with right now. Do they really want to be excellent? Are they really going the same direction that you want to go? And that's a hard question that you really need to be thinking about. And the last thing I did is I was dressed appropriate for the occasion. And I'm going to speak here for just a moment. Because there are certain intangibles that are happening and that are being exchanged as soon as you walk into the room. And people can tell. Because when you walk in for the position, you need to walk in looking like you already have the position. That's the person I want to hire. I don't have time to do a whole bunch of fixing. You, right now. CEOs. Who you gonna hire?
With them lady pants, simple elegance, looking better when you dance. Chest to the sun with a thoroughbred stance. You gallop to the rhythms of a native drum chant. Your granny must be Navajo. Your mama do rodeo, your papa do the Savaro. I bite you, ain't no antidotes. The red blouse do arouse. I come at you like a matador does. Attract horny bulls. All the girls are waiting to see which one he pulls. Eeny, meeny, miny, meeny, prenuptial. Enforcer in the Porsche case the fool wanna do.